And that's one of the reasons why, like, all my livelihood's been under attack. You know what I'm saying? It's a scam. You know what I'm saying? You got the people who behind this, they trying to get you to, like, depend on other people. Because think about it. If somebody give you a lot of money, you feel me? Whatever, if somebody just give you money, like just free money, a lot of money for whatever reason, then whatever you do, whatever they want you to do, you have to do it. You feel me? So anything could, you know what I'm saying? If you don't do it, then you already know. You feel me? So it's like anything whatever they want you to do, you have to do it. It could be kidnapping, it could be trafficking, rape, it could be all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that could lead to a person. And that's why the structures, you know what I'm saying, got blood on their hands, because their intention affliction, like they through negligence, they know what's going on, and they know what the results of that will lead to, possibly for an individual, but yet they're still, refusing to act on a situation or anything, or for many years. So that's why blood is on their hands intentionally, because it's like coercion. You feel me? It's like coercion. And that's what's going on. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why they've been attacking, like, all my livelihoods through the years. They trying to, like, literally railroad or force me to people that will be able to, like, control me. You feel me? In a way like that. So that's what's going on. They aptly conspiring murder. That's a way to conspire murder. They know in advance what the intentions, or they know in advance what could possibly happen as a result of their actions. Feel me? But yet they allow it to happen anyway. Place after place, like year after year, season after season, no matter what I'm doing, it's the same thing. They trying to destroy that, and it's not illegal, you feel me, to make an honest living in the country. I mean, it's never been. Why now, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially on my life, I'm a extremely talented author. You feel me? That's what I do. And that's the situation, man. Like, no, I'm not finna be, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got that same, prosperity mindset as well. You know what I'm saying? It's people like greats and kings and all that. I mean, you feel me? Like, I mean, I think like that too. Like, I'm like, okay, we can have time to, like, you know what I'm saying? To, like, people that I relate to, you know what I'm saying, that's on the same route I'm on, that love God, you know what I'm saying, that love God, and on, like, you know what I'm saying, that have the same desire like that, then I feel like, okay, if it was a friendship or whatever, then it'd be understandable. Like, I mean, okay, but first, you know what I'm saying, before anything, let me get myself situated, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to be chilling or sitting on somebody else's increase, you feel me? I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be, invested in another person's harvest. You know what I'm saying? When I have the power to get my own. So they're trying to take away my power to get my own, so I be stuck with certain people who will murder me. So they actively involved in that crime. And whoever, they actively involved in, come on, it's like, and it's a premeditated thing. It's not just like a spontaneous, event that, just might, happen right there. No, this is something I've witnessed as a person. I witnessed for many years. You feel me? And that's the situation. So it's not a normal situation. It's a long-standing premeditated situation. Over 3 years already. You know what I'm saying? Over 7 years already. It's been a long, ongoing, centralized targeting of one individual, specifically for many years, you know what I'm saying, for no reason whatsoever. Which, any kind of checks would do. It show that, it ain't nothing, it ain't no substance for it. And that's been the situation. That's one of the motives and intentions of why they keep, compromising or undermining, every attempt on me trying to better myself righteously, under, what I'm saying, in God's ark and things like that. They trying to, like, get you or lead you in a way or towards people, places, and things that would destroy you. And they have pre-knowledge of what, what that would result in for your life, but still continuing in it, allowing it, or somehow, enabling those kind of circumstances for you. And so that's the situation. I've been fighting to survive in way more more ways than people understand. You feel me? It's a whole lot more to my life than what you just see. Like, real talk. I've been fighting for a lot, not just my life, but also, actually for my life, really, but for my legacy as well, my art, and you know what I'm saying? My ability to, it's like they never give me a chance to be the best, to be great as an author. You know what I'm saying? To be successful as an author. Though I got natural talent and everything. They trying to steal that, kill me, and then keep it for themselves. Or give it to other people and just like pretty much just blend it through diffusion. Like just kind of like just let my situation, like let my legacy just deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? Just deteriorate and spread. You feel me? Like throughout society, like like fragrances. You know what I'm saying? In the air and things. I be just, you know what I'm saying? That's what they trying to do. But why would they? Because everything that I stood for has been for God. You feel me? That's the thing. Everything I've been stood for is for God. And that's a situation. You know what I mean? It's been a real hateful situation. It's an ulterior motive behind all these attacks that's on various parts and aspects of my life for so long. You know? So yeah, it's not, and that's all I've had time to worry about. And I managed to, build tons of empires and trends. As far as, nowhere near the extent to which it was possibly would have been. Everybody knowing the ideal circumstances, but I have endless, range with my skill. I always can do better. I just, one of the things I always thought throughout, my life, and I always looked at it like it's being better than what the last thing, that I did in my life. So that's what my life been revolving around, the Holy Bible, and just what I love to do. And, my literary life. And, it can go so many more further places. Just like I just did a bit of a micro recap to some people. Like today on my, my poetry. And see, I also refreshed that concept of, my poetic, like everybody know my new innovative and profound, concept that I created, all original of, my chapter, like my novels and chapter books and stuff. That's more aligned, to my character. And that's what it was. Like people could see those quotes and what I said. And, I got, a couple of those, I put some titles on some of the would-be chapter books. And I haven't, entirely given up on the concept, actually. You know what I'm saying? I'm under attack because those know they feel, for some reason, they don't want people to see my innovation. You know what I'm saying? They don't want others to see my innovation. That right there is a telltale sign of my innovation. I thought of those ideas last year, and it was actually something I was thinking on longer, but I hadn't put a quote out about it until last year. So, I just one of many things, all the chapter books, I got, all of them rhyme, you know what I'm saying? It's stories. It's not just stories, but it's it's entire, it was something entirely different, something that the world ain't have, you feel me? But all of it now would have it because I done mentioned it, you feel me? That's how it's working. They take my stuff, somewhere, somehow, just to say somebody did it. That's what they're doing. They crucifying me as we speak. They've been crucifying me since I was born. You feel me? But especially the last couple years. And that's crazy. And that's what's going on. My stuff, I got, endless range and I still, as far as my micro poetry, yeah, that taking off pretty good. My major poetry, dropped another one called Love Illumination a couple days ago. I'm about to drop some more of them. Yeah, man, it's, my chapter book novels, I still got the blueprints of things, wrote down and stuff. So, it's a lot, you feel me, that I wanted to get, that I actually wanted to accomplish for God, for the kingdom of light, But but yeah, I guess what I really wanted was people to know, you feel me? I ain't here to make nothing worse or anything. I just wanted people to have understanding of why I say what I say. And, what I've been through so they understand where I am now, on so many levels. So they got a better understanding of the situation and what God means to me and what, poetry means to me, what art means to me. And this is, been my life, my legacy for God, and, my testimony for following God, and following the Lord in society. This is what I've experienced as a Christian, and that's the things that have happened with the knowledge of whoever was doing it, that I was of God. So, all I know, what I'm saying, to really care. And that's what's most important. The only thing I could do anything with is my testimony. And that can empower people who love God, and then it can empower people who going through stuff. Somebody going through worse, or somebody going through something too, So, You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why, you know what I mean? But that's what I wanted to be understood, though. You know, I just wanted something to have an understanding of, you know, who I am, what I stood for, who I really am. You know what I'm saying? My quotes and poetry and recordings, all this show who I really am. You know, I didn't want to, you know, I mean, that's another thing, like Persecuted, you know what I mean? I've never been interested in personalizing, you know, the experiences of those that I know have, you know, willfully killed, steal, and destroyed my life, knowing that I didn't deserve why they was doing it. But I mean, I don't hold grudges because, you know, I mean, God. But I didn't want to, you know, it's like it's a trap. You feel me? Like, it's another trap. You know what I mean? Come on. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, though, man, my faith still strong. It's still in God no matter what I go through. You know, I just got attacked again today, early, you know, which made me, like, go on, like, a rant with my micro poetry on my platform. So I posted a whole bunch of my recorded micro poetry, and people can see it, you know, for themselves. But yeah, my faith in God still strong. And I expect most stuff on the horizon, Lord's will. You know, so I got better ideas and things like that. You know, if they don't be having people stalking and just sitting on my life, you feel me? In my harvest, you know, just like before I, you know, hacking my stuff, just take my ideas and stuff from me. But time they see me start typing 2 words, you know what I'm saying? See me typing 2 words in my devices, then they got people hacking, then they're saying that, you know, somebody else do. I can't say THE, feel me? I can't say the, you know what I'm saying, or the, you know what I'm saying? They already saying that somebody else, that's somebody's stuff. Like, that's what they're doing to me. They sitting there stalking my life, lying on the false pretense. I disprove all slander, defamation, anything. My quotes show it, my own skills show it, my new stuff show it, my old stuff show it. There's no basis for anything that's been said about me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? That's not my life. My life don't revolve around slanders and smear campaigns. Those were smear campaigns, and I proved that. You know what I'm saying? That's not an important part of my life. What's important, the most important thing in my life is the Lord. And that's what it was since 2013, 12-13, when I first started. And I posted and poems talking about that specifically. And I'm all the way up to now. So my life ain't changed, you know. My faith still remained for the reason that I started, you know. So, I mean, let's clarify about the man I am, you know. But, yeah, my faith still in God, though. Still strong. You know, it ain't wavering. You know, I mean, I'm praying for, you know, all the believers, man, you know, throughout the 4 corners, you know, because these are some perilous times we living in, you know. You know, the devil is busy, you know, definitely, in more ways than one. Faith still strong, though, you know. But, yeah, man, be encouraged out there, you know what I'm saying? And those that love quality, you know what I'm saying, love poetry, love God's work, love God and things that glorify God. I'm finna be doing a whole lot more panegyrics, too. You feel me? So I'm going to get back on my panegyric. I know people that have been following me for a while remember the 2014, 2015 panegyrics I used to write, citing Bible verses as the Bible verse as the title. Not the words of the Bible verse, but the numbers of the Bible verse. And, you know what I'm saying, like the Bible verse, but not like the words from the Bible of that Bible verse as the title. And then I'll make a poem about, you know what I'm saying, how I feel about it. And, you know, that was a thing I had. I got tons of those. I ain't really post all of them back, but I'm going back over those. I'm gonna be making some more. You know, Lord's will. So I mean, yeah, more panegyrics, praising God, praising Lord. That's what I'm known for. You know, and that's what, you know, what to be expected. You know, only good blessings. You know, as far as like my personal disposition is always sunny. You know, I'm thinking positive. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But be on the lookout though. You know what I'm saying. You know, God ain't finished. Not quite. You feel me?